Looking to enjoy a video game with a friend or online crew? Luckily, there are already several video games to keep tabs on for 2020. In this list, we will give you a heads up on the cooperative focused video games that are slated to launch within the 2020 year release. Hey guys, this is Hyper again and welcome you to a brand new video. So you have known that guys, on this video we are going to talk about top 10 upcoming multiplayer games in 2020. So hold tight cause we are going to start. But before starting this video, I will request you to subscribe us. And if you have subscribed us, then thanks a lot. So now let's dig in. Number 10. Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft has been a popular video game title for years and it continues to provide both veterans and newcomers with hours of fun. However, if you are waiting for something a bit different from the franchise, then Mojang will be providing gamers with Minecraft Dungeons sometime in 2020. This installment will not be like its predecessor, as there will not be any option to lay down blocks and alter the old creatively. Instead, this is a dungeon crawler action RPG with players joining together and venturing into the randomly generated dungeon. Once inside, there will be deadly monsters, traps, puzzles, and loot together. Unlike some of the more traditional dungeon crawler video game titles, Minecraft Dungeons will not feature a class system, which means players will easily be able to equip and use any weapon or armor set they find while venturing into the unknown. Number 9. Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is the upcoming Ubisoft video game where players will set out on the sea in search of loot and goods to steal. The gameplay mechanics look to be similar to Ubisoft's past video game release Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, where players will be calling out orders to their crew during combat while sailing their ship. This will also be a multiplayer-focused experience as players can team up and fight against one another. Likewise, there is always a competition on becoming the most notorious pirate within the sea. For instance, there is a game mode known as Loot Hunt, where two groups are tasked with finding treasures and increase their riches through how you handle yourself as a pirate is completely up onto you. Of course, with that said, there is some concern towards microtransactions, and if the game will end up following a pay-to-win gameplay component. Ubisoft didn't showcase the game during E3 2019, so we are still waiting for some new features and updates to be announced for the game. Number 8. Marvel's Avengers. The developers who bought out the Tomb Raider franchise is working on Marvel's Avengers. This is a brand new Marvel experience with players controlling various heroes from the Marvel franchise. From the storyline shown off so far, we know that the game will take place after unveiling of the Avengers' new headquarters. An accident causes the headquarters and city to be destroyed, which results in Earth banning all heroes. As a result, the Avengers disband, but a new threat may cause the once banned heroes to take up arms and save humanity once again. This is an action-adventure title that will offer not only a single-player experience but a cooperative gameplay options as well. We don't have too many details about the cooperative game mode just yet, but it does seem that the main bulk of the story intended for a single-player experience, from what we can gather. Sprinkled throughout the game will be co-op style missions, which you can join together within a buddy or two. But again, we are still waiting for new information to be unveiled about the game to really give a full assessment. Number 7. Crossfire X. Crossfire is a popular FPS that got its start within the Eastern markets, developed by Smilegate and released in 2007. The title flourished and thanks to the announcement made during E3 2019, we were introduced to Crossfire X. This is also being developed by Smilegate and is heading to the Western markets starting with the Xbox One console first. Likewise, it will feature two mercenary corporations for players to fight for, either the Blacklist Terrorist style group or the Global Risk. This will still be an FPS online video game for players to fight against each other or team up in battle. Likewise, we don't have a specific release date attached to when the game will release, though we will keep tabs on the latest for the game and hopefully we have new information soon for the future updates. Number 6. Chivalry 2. The hack-slash-Chivalry medieval warfare game is receiving a sequel. Chivalry 2 was announced in within 2019 and developed studios from Thornburner Studios is hoping to see it released before the end of 2020. But it will be launching as a time exclusive for the Epic Games Store. There is not a whole information, though we do know that there is a big focus on multiplayer battles. For instance, the development studio is doubling the number of players able to take in the battlefield, which will make it a total of 64 players. Likewise, gamers can even ride horses, which will make some battles to be chaotic, as you clash your sword into the enemy's forces. Most of the referring the battles to be like the big cinematic fights found in the HBO show Game of Thrones. Here's hoping that the game actually delivers and gives us the gritty medieval battle experience. Number 5. Dark Alliance. It's been quite few years since we got the Dark Alliance title. The game series got its big start in 2001 that was set in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Overall, the game was a hack and slash title that focused on cooperative gameplay. Though, after the 2004 sequel installment release, the series had laid dormant. That was until the Game Awards 2019, where a new Dark Alliance title was unveiled through an announcement trailer. Now we didn't get any details as to what we can expect with this new game installment, but with the title series being aimed around co-op, we imagine this new upcoming game will retain multiplayer focused gameplay. Number 4. Dying Light 2. Dying Light will receive its sequel shortly, known simply as Dying Light 2. This video game will retain the same survival horror action gameplay, but with a few slight changes. Players will have an assortment of choices to make, and each will have a consequence with the story and the in-game world. Traversing the world is also still very much centered around parkour with zombies and functions being hostile obstacles to deal with. There will be a 4-player cooperative gameplay, but because the game heavily relies on choices, the host will seemingly be in control on the narrative progression. From what the development team has alerted fans so far about the game is that any of our friends can hop into the action. Those that join in will bring over their weapons and upgrades, but the progression of the actual campaign and choices will be determined by the host. Number 3. Outriders. Outriders was unveiled during Square Enix E3 2019 press conference. This is a co-op shooter being developed by people who can fly for the current generation platforms. It seems that the game will put players into few scouts searching for resources and potentially a new home on the alien planet. However, you soon find that the alien planet is home of plenty of hostiles, which means you will have to fight your way through enemies to learn the secrets behind the planet and those that inhabit it. Very few titles are out on the game right now, but from the studio that brought out Bulletstorm, there is plenty of interest in seeing just what the studio can deliver in this upcoming IP. Number 2. Halo Infinite. The Halo franchise has been popular for years, and now we're going to get a brand new main installment release in 2020. Known as Halo Infinite, the game will put players back into the role of Master Chef after humanity has fallen, leaving our Spartan hero to turn the odds once again. We know that the game will take place on a Halo ring, though further details have been scarce, and it's likely going to stay that way until E3 2020. At any rate, Halo has also features plenty of multiplayer game modes, both online and offline cooperative gameplay. While nothing has officially been unveiled, this game will likely hold the same style approach for multiplayer gameplay. Furthermore, if you rather battle against other players, then there are several game modes usually featured in Halo video game titles, like Team Battles, Capture the Flag, to the popular Infection game modes. Expect more details about Halo Infinite during E3 2020. Number 1. Rainbow Six Quarantine. Rainbow Six Quarantine is an upcoming installment to the Tom Clancy's franchises that will play different compared to past installments. Players will be fighting off an unknown alien parasite that has turned humans into creatures. This is a cooperative gameplay experience, likely similar to the Rainbow Six Siege video game. While we only received a small teaser for the game so far, there is plenty of hype building for the title. We are sure there will be some significant differences to this game compared to Rainbow Six Siege, but there are likely some comparisons being made with the upcoming Quarantine and the already released Siege title. For instance, some comparisons are being made to Rainbow Six Siege Timed Operation Chimera game mode, which may give a good look towards the inspiration behind the upcoming Quarantine installment. Unfortunately, we are waiting on more information to release for the game, though we do expect a release within the upcoming year 2020. So I hope that guys you have liked this video. If you like this video, obviously like, share, subscribe and comment down below. The comment section is always open for you. So see you soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe, be happy. This is Harper signing off. Goodbye.